So this is Zetsway coming at you with another Cardfight Vanguard Cardfight area game. We got Pale Moon versus Celestial here. So I'm using the cards that we know that are coming in, the card about to come out for set 15. So I decided to keep Zelma because it would have been a better card to start out with the ride because you can start doing skills. So I have 2 grade 1s, 2 grade 2s, and no grade 3. I have a draw trigger, so maybe I can guard like something that's 5k. So I draw another grade 1, so at this point I decide to go ahead and rush. So I ride Zelma, call the starter back. Decided not to use this effect because of the fact that if I did, I could put a card that put a grade 3 in Soul, but I need a grade 3 right now, so it wouldn't be better to do that. So I go in and call the Counterblast 1 grade 1 for the little little peekaboo card. I call it a peekaboo card because of the fact that when it boosts an attack that hits, you can Counterblast 1, Superior Call 1 Silver Thorn from the Soul. Great thing about the card is effect is doesn't have to be a Silver Thorn Vanguard. It just has to be Pale Moon Vanguard. So it's a really good card. So yeah, he takes 2 damage. I check another grade 2 12k. I check a 12k attacker and another one because I didn't have another one. So he goes ahead and attacks me. I let it go through. He checks a heal, so if he's smart, it will heal the critical trigger. And I check a heal, so if he heals the critical trigger, be smarter for him due to the fact that Celestial Angels have like the damage zone as a second hand. So I draw another Counterblast 1 grade 2. So I decided to call a 12k attacker, and at this point I'm gonna really rush, so I'm gonna go ahead and move the starter into Soul. And I see I get a grade 3, but I'm not gonna go ahead and put that in Soul because I'm gonna have to shuffle the deck, so I'm gonna try and increase my chances of getting that card again. Get another grade 3. So I decided to put a so I had to put the card when it's Superior Called from Soul. I mean, when a card is Superior Called from Soul, it gains power for the 3000. He doesn't have to be called, but another card. So yeah, it doesn't show you that I shuffle in here. So you guys know, you can see like these other. I put the other cards on top and then I shuffled, so you know that I'm not cheating because it doesn't show in replay mode. So I decided to go another Counterblast 1 behind the Vanguard, so this way I can set up a combo. Here I made a misplay because I should have attacked with the rear guard column first, so that way I could call Zelma and then get another attack. But I didn't, so it was a misplay right there. That's fine because he's still no guarded, so I can still pump up the Lion's column. And then I didn't see that he said no guard already because I was like, So I check a grade 3, so I get the break guard, so it's really good. I'm not going to be grade stuck next turn. I really wish they'll come out in set 15 that we another Silverthorn break card, something like her. I'm just really hoping. I don't think they will because they're already bringing in the new cross ride and some of the stuff that's good for Pema, but I would really like them to do that. So I see I called out Zelma, then I realized I made a mistake there, so I decided to just go ahead and call out the starter again. So it wouldn't make too much of a difference. So, and then like gains 3k because I Superior called a card from Soul. So this fight's going to be another 17-17 on each side. So attack. He decides to no guard. Checks a critical, and then he's already a limit break. So he adds 4 to 1 damage right now. He's a 4 on that 1. And then starter goes back to soul at end phase. He starts to go ahead and attack the Vanguard. All no guarded. Checks a draw trigger. I check an arena. Silver Thorn assistant arena. I still put her in the deck because she's still really good. Because it still helps you get soul and it still gets way to set up. Because you can just reset your deck with the new starter. It's my turn. I draw another 12k tech. I ride the break ride. So this time I do it critically. I attack with the rear guard column first. It's a 15k guard for him. So I attack with the Vanguard and it still counts, like countless ones. Skill still counts because of the fact that it has to be a permanent Vanguard. So I check a draw trigger, so I decided to put it online already. You know, guarded it, so I will be able to call a card out of soul. Then draws grade 3, the regular Luquier, and I check a critical. So maybe game here. So he checks the heal, so he barely survives. You'll see me go GG because I didn't realize it was a heal. Wasn't paying too much because at that time I thought it was pretty much dead because I didn't think he would actually get a heal trigger since he got one earlier. Until I realized it and I was like, oh, okay. Well, it'll take a few seconds for me to realize it, so this time I'm going to go ahead and say that if you want me to play other decks, just go ahead and leave a comment in the section, tell me what decks you want me to play. And don't forget that we'll be having a giveaway coming up soon. Actually, it's still going on. It's going on right now, but it's kind of like I'm not gonna put the video out to get more subscribers because the giveaway is gonna be that depending on how many subscribers we get, the better the card will be. So like, if we get to like 50 or over 50, like maybe 60 or something like that, I could give away a Nebula Lord or maybe a Revenger or Jink from Dragon. And that's like really lucky if we get to get to that amount of subscribers. If not, it'll at least be like maybe 1 or 2 $5 cards or something. Maybe like nothing like a really expensive card unless you really get a high amount of subscribers. And I'll probably put the video out around the time that BT12 comes out, or maybe when I get the trial decks in because I have those pre-ordered. So I decided to go ahead and call Zelma out. Even though I call another card at assault, it's not going to do too much. So yeah, just make sure you subscribe, comment, like for the because we're gonna have the giveaway and it'll be putting out because it's gonna be some really good cards there. They'll be a lot more better depending on how many subscribers we get, or maybe more. And there will be one for Vanguard, or you can choose cards for Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'll make sure the Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards are good cards too, ones that you can actually use. So I decided to go ahead and call out the trigger so I can try again and get Luquier back into the Soul or something. Trying to get some more cards in the Soul because I take a look in there and I didn't have really that much to choose from. Then I don't know if you noticed, but I forgot to put the power on the Alliance, so here was another misplay. It would have been game because he wouldn't have enough guard for it. So I didn't put the 6K in there because you had 3K for Zelma, then you had 3K for calling the starter. So 6K it would have mattered, but I forgot about it. And it would have been game, but that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I made the misplay. It was my fault. So, yep. I didn't realize it because I was like, oh. So I forgot about putting the power on there because I was like, oh, I didn't get anything good to call out with the superior card. So I had to try and figure it out since I knew I wasn't going to be able to hit because of the fact that he had a heal trigger. So the heal trigger made the Vanguard not able to hit with the other card if I called up another 12K. So he's already at 5 damage. He's going to go ahead and ride his Break Ride. Calls one of those card switchers, grade 1 Nursing Celestial Nero. Not bad. I don't really like the artwork. It looks really bad to me. Maybe it just might be the background to me. So I don't know why he's playing like he's playing the Cross Ride, the reverse version, then he's playing the Solidify Celestial Zero, then he's got the Great Mirror reverse. I don't know why he's playing those two, because I mean it wouldn't be better to just play one of those so it's more consistent. I mean it's not too bad, it's still playable, but I would like to stick to one main Vanguard for instead of the break card. Like you have the break card, then you have your main Vanguard to break card. I mean I have it for Luquier for two Luquiers near the regular one because I need to get cross routed. It's not too hard and it's pretty easy to get set up. So he goes in and attacks my starter. I'll let him take it because it's not worth guarding. So he takes it, and I'll give him a 10k guard for 2, so. Slowly checks Perfect Guard, and then the grade 2 of the same thing with the Counterblast 1 card. Still don't like its artwork very much. So yeah, I'll let him attack. So I have a 12k attacker and I have a Counterblast 1 in hand, so it isn't really worth me guarding. So I draw another Zelma, I call regular Luquier. Decided to do that because it'll be 17 instead of having a be a little bit easier to guard with, and because if he gets a 19k column, it'll be kind of hard to guard the rear guards. And I was thinking maybe put Zelma, but decided not to, because I'll just call 12k attacker. So this way I'm still set up for next turn, break red. He doesn't die this turn. So now he has a perfect guard. So here I'm just like, what should I do? So I just call it, or try to do something with Zelma, even though I wouldn't be able to. I would have to retire grade 1 to make sure I have a full column there. So I just decided to go ahead and call it 12k like I said before. So I'll just attack with the Luquier's column. This way I can retire Zelma or do something. So he checks a heal, so again he still lives. He's getting really lucky with his heals over here. So I'm just hoping I get like a critical and I can put it on the rear guard or something, or I can get like a perfect guard. Because I know he's going to break right and it'd be pretty hard to deal with it. Because it's not like I don't have to worry about him break riding. Because I'm only at 2 damage, it's just that I like to be a little safe. So yeah, the perfect guards, I get a critical, I put it all on the 12k attacker. And then get another critical, so this is pretty much game. Because that's 3 crits to him. All dragon. So yeah, I get a double crit there. So then I'll attack. So he is able to guard. Would have been game if he didn't have that interceptor there. And he didn't get that heal trigger. I think he's like healed 3 times this game. So he goes in break rights, and since he's already got a copy in the soul, damage zone, not the soul, damage zone right here, he's able to go limit break. So he adds a regular Emulator to his hand. Not the, I think it's not, yeah. So he puts a 10k into the damage zone. I don't think it's right. Yeah. Oh, it's a rock. Yeah, there we go. So he goes limit break. So at this point, I'm just waiting for him to choose. He does his power up, gets all its front row units 5,000. So then I'm just at this point, just waiting for him to choose which one he wants me to put into the drop zone. It's not a bad limit break, but for a reverse tuning, it's kind of like, but with Chaos Breaker Dragon, it can easily be used against him. So he chooses Arena. It's not like anything else you could choose because you got the heal in the Arena, that's it. So at this point, my main priority is just to protect Luquier, because then I was gonna put the 12k attacker in. I forgot that it was you choose, so I forgot. I was like, but I forgot that it was I get to choose which card goes in there. I was gonna put the 12k attacker in, but I decided to go with the grade 1 because I have a Zelma in hand, so that way I can try and get him to go after one of my rear guards instead of my regular Luquier, because if I do break ride, I want to have the ability to put her into the soul so it can be cross-hearted, since he's now cross-hearted too. So he'll go ahead and attack my 12k attacker. At this point, if he attacks my Vanguard, I'm pretty much not going to no-guard it. I'm pretty much going to get no-guard it because I'm only at 2 damage, so if he gets a crit, the most he can put me at 5. He can kill me if he gets a double crit. But he won't like it. But I'll still be able to guard his rear guard, so it's not too bad. Because I have enough cards in my hand to make another column. So he hits a heal again, so that's like 4 heals this game. So he gets all his heals off. Lucky bastard. Then he gets a perfect guard. Celestial Feather isn't a bad deck, it's okay, but it's not really, it kind of gets killed by Chaos Breaker Dragon and all the other units because of the fact that they lock them. And yeah, do stuff like that because you have to have Zachiel and damage zone to give other units power, and then you can just lock their units and retire them, so it's kind of like, yeah, no, it's not that great because they get power, but you have to have units to give them power when you're constantly retiring them or locking them. When they're locked, they can't even attack, so it would be worthless. So I decided to go ahead and guard this one, since I checked it grade 3, because I probably wouldn't draw a break ride. So I draw another canvas once I call Zelma, so I can put regular Luquier into Soul. Then I'm just gonna call the line back from Soul, so that I get 3k. So then I'll call the Counterblast 1 Peekaboo card. So I'll go ahead and attack with the peekaboo card so that way I can power up Lion. So it's just a 5k guard though. He says no guard, but I'm just like, it's a rear guard, it's not the Vanguard. It's a rear guard attack, not my Vanguard attacking. So I'm like, just stand him in the re-attack with him against what he understands. So he attacks 12k attacker, he's back at 5, so I'll counterblast 1. Let's recall a unit. And the great thing is I have the counterblast 1 behind the Vanguard, so if he lets that attack through, instead of perfect guarding it, I can get another calm reset, and Lion will gain 6k. So I have to retire the counterblast 1 though to do the peekaboo, which is actually really good against like a Joker to be able to do that, because it kind of keeps you from being locked, having a front row attacker locked. So I call a 12k attacker, so that way I can still hit one of these rear guards since they're 11ks. So then I'll attack with the Vanguard. I decided to attack with the rear guard to his 11k because I was like, I know he has a perfect guard, so mine. But surprisingly, he no guards. So I was like, okay. So I check his Zelma. Then I check another arena. So yeah, it was a good thing I attacked his rear guard beforehand because I didn't get a trigger. Then I can counterblast 1 if he does. I don't think he has any heals left. I hope not. He healed 4 times, so he shouldn't have any heals left. And so I can counterblast 1, call another one, so he gets a critical trigger. So yeah, that's game. So this will be Zetsway signing out. Have a good day. Remember to comment, like, subscribe.